Very good morning to all of you students. In our last lecture of this chapter, we had studied about what is chemical reaction, what is homogeneous and heterogeneous reaction, what is reversible and irreversible reaction. So now we will start a topic that is characteristics of chemical reaction. So students, what do you understand by the characteristics of chemical reaction? Is the change which we observe during any chemical reaction, which means if any reaction is going on and after the reaction or during the reaction, if we observe any kind of change in the reaction, that is the characteristic of that particular reaction. Okay. So basically the characteristics of chemical reaction is observable change in a chemical reaction. Okay. The first observable change in a chemical reaction which we can see in any reaction is the formation of precipitate, which means here you can see an example, AgNO3. What is the name of AgNO3? It is silver nitrate. Okay. This is NaCl. What is the name of NaCl? Sodium chloride. They react together and form AgCl. AgCl means silver chloride, and NaNO3, that is sodium nitrate solution. Okay, so when you see students, they both combine silver nitrate and sodium chloride. They form a precipitate. Okay, they form a precipitate which settle down during the reaction beside the bottom. Okay, so this formation of precipitate is the first observable change which you can see in any chemical reaction. Okay, now the second is evolution of gas, which means if in any chemical reaction you found the gas is evolving in the reaction, this is the evolution of gas. Okay, here you can see CaCO3 plus 2HCl gives CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. So what is the name of CaCO2? CaCO3 is calcium carbonate. Okay, and HCl is hydrochloric acid. Okay, they gives CaCl2, that is calcium chloride, water H2O, and the gas which evolved is carbon dioxide. So CO2 is carbon dioxide. One thing more students, this arrow which means the precipitate is settling down and this arrow is the gas is evolving. Okay students. Now the third change which you can observe in any chemical reaction is change in color. Okay, change in color, which means the change of reactant will be different and after the reaction the product color will be changed. Okay, here you can see CuSO4 5H2O. What is the name of CuSO4? This is copper sulfate. The color of copper sulfate crystal is blue color. Okay, after the reaction it's get converted into copper sulfide, and the formula of copper sulfate is, sorry, not sulfide, it's copper sulfate because it's CuSO4. Okay, so the color of copper sulfate will be after reaction is white color. Okay, and the reactant, the product will be water also. Okay, so how will you obtain the color of white color of copper sulfate? When you heat that. Okay, when you heat that copper sulfate crystal, it will convert into copper sulfate. Okay, and the water will be emitted out. After heating you will find, and this reaction is, so in this reaction students, you can see the copper sulfate crystal on heating gets converted into copper sulfate and water. So the color of copper sulfate is white color. Okay, so here you can see the change in the reaction. The change in the reaction is the change in color in the reaction. Okay students, so the third change is change in color. Now you can see the fourth change is the change of state. Here you can see carbon and oxygen combines during reaction. Here the carbon is in solid form and the oxygen is in gaseous form, but after the reactions they converted into carbon dioxide, and the state of carbon dioxide is gaseous form. Okay, so here you can see the carbon is in solid form and gets converted into gaseous form. So they are changing in their state of matter, the solid, from solid to gas. After change in state, you can see change in temperature. Change in temperature. This is water and this is CaO. What is the name of CaO? It is a quicklime. When you add water to quicklime, the solution will become more heated. Okay, and the solution will be known as calcium hydroxide. Okay, students, so these are the changes which you can observe during the reaction. It is not necessary that each and every reaction you observe all these changes, but in different reaction you can see these type of changes, and that changes are known as the characteristics of chemical reaction. Students, now we will know what is catalyst. So basically catalyst affect the rate of the reaction, which means if any chemical reaction is taking place, they will increase or decrease the rate of reaction. And what do you understand by the rate of reaction? The speed of that reaction. Okay. Here you can see the definition of catalyst is the chemical substance that change the rate of chemical reaction, okay, without itself undergoing any change. Which means here you can see with the example that N2 plus H2 gives NH3, nitrogen plus hydrogen gives ammonia. You are using iron as a catalyst, but the iron will only affect on the rate of the reaction. It will not totally participate in that reaction, which means you are not going to see iron on the product side, but it will affect the rate of that reaction. Okay, this sign I had already told you that this is the sign of reversible reaction. Means you can combine nitrogen and hydrogen to form ammonia, and further on ammonia can be dissociated into hydrogen and nitrogen. Okay, students. Now with the help of your book, you can see that in this reaction presence of iron helps to increase the formation of ammonia. As I told you before that this iron is increasing the rate of reaction, means the formation of ammonia. So basically the most common catalyst in any reaction is enzyme. Okay, means the biological process which you can see in your daily life, basically governed by or use you can see the rate of reaction of that chemical reaction is increased by the enzyme. So basically the enzymes are also known as biocatalyst. Okay, here you can see enzymes can also act as catalyst. They are biocatalyst. Okay, enzymes are complex organic substance which act as catalyst for biochemical reaction in living being. Inside our body, the chemical reaction which takes place, or any reaction, any metabolic reactions also which are going to held or which are already going on in our body, are due to the enzymes, because the enzymes are the biocatalyst in our body. Here you can see two examples of your body, the use of enzyme inside your body in any reaction. The first example is an enzyme called amylase present in saliva,